Hey, hope you're all doing well. Today I want to talk a bit about mindset. How important a mindset is. Gee, these glasses get glary. For many years I worked on my mindset. I seen people struggling around me, their energy, their demeanor, their worries, everything rubbed off onto me. And being a highly sensitive empath, that's no good for me. That's no good for me because when I go into large crowd environments, for example, major shopping centre, live bands, just places where there's a lot of people, my aura picks up on each of their energy. And what happens is I absorb it. And when I absorb it and I leave, when I get home, I'm 100% drained. And then what happens is my mind starts working on other people's, let's say, problems. We'll use that word. Other people's problems and trying to solve them. In the beginning, I didn't understand this. For me, it's like, why is all these things that have nothing to do with me? Why am I looking at them? And it took me quite a while, 50 years actually, to break free enough to start understanding that what I do and what everyone does is a bit different. And I wanted to start looking at the way I was looking at the world. My view of the world is different to everybody else's. It's just the way it is. And I'm very happy with it. It allows me to see things others can't. So I started working on everyone else's emotional issues and problems, and so I started doing a deep dive into a lot of this information. And what I found is you need the right mindset. Mindset, these are all just human words, loosely used human words like mindset. Mindset is just an identity, a title with a whole bunch of information underneath it. No one really talks about, because once they hear the word mindset, that's it. I need a good mindset. What does it even mean? Mindset. Basically, it's how you look at the world. I've been lucky. Yeah, I'm going to use that word. Well, not really. That I've always looked at the world as an optimist. No matter what problem somebody else is facing, I'm facing, no matter what is happening in the world, I always look for the best solution, the best positive outcome, and I work back from that to at least a neutral solution that's going to work for all parties. It takes a long time to develop a good mindset, but mindset is everything. You've probably heard this. Mindset is everything. When you're faced with big challenges in life, do you fall to pieces? Do you stand your ground? Or do you take a step back and look at it from a different angle, from a different perspective, and look at it that way? Here's what's happening to a lot of people out there right now. Their minds are 100% full of absolute shit. Now, why I say that is because most people right now, and I see it with very close people, well, one close person, here, they have no room for even temporary storage of an address when you're going out to get something. There's no room in your mind for anything more. And I see this every day. This is why people are breaking down, losing their shit. Their life's not going too well at the moment because they are stuck in their mental prison. People juggle a lot of different things in their minds today. The problem with juggling it in your mind is most of the time you won't solve that problem, because all you'll do is throw another one on top and another one on top. It's like a big bonfire and you're constantly feeding it with just shit. No actual structured learning, no structured way of taking care of it, no structured way of pulling it out into the real world and taking it. See, there's no such thing as a problem I've mentioned before. They're just situations that cross our path, whether it's a learning opportunity or it's something that's going to enable us to grow. If we're not challenged in life, how can you grow? So life's going to challenge you whether you want it or not. It's up to you whether you want to see the lessons, identify the lessons, or even understand why you're here. For example, a friend of mine. She has a lot on her mind. And I said to her, get a plate, get some post-it notes, write down the top 5 priorities of the repeating patterns that are constantly in your minds, keeping you stuck in this loop. Don't worry about the rest. The rest is just shit. The rest is not worth worrying about. Really, there's only a couple of things in your mind every day that is swirling around. I know most of it's money and all that kind of stuff. I get it. But worrying about it's not going to help you get any more. What I mean is, you're all aware, like a bill will come in, you go, I hate bills, and then all day you're thinking, how am I going to pay that bill? And the universe says, oh, they like bills. Yeah, yes, they really like bills, because that's where they focus all of their attention. They focus all of their attention on bills and lack, no money, and they seem to thrive in that. So let's just keep giving them more lack, more bills, more no money. If you slightly changed your mindset from when you get a bill, you get the bill, instead of feeding into it, you put it down. You shift your mindset a little bit, and you think to yourself, how in my life can I produce more resources, money, without going and getting a 4th or 5th job? Everyone needs to be asking this question today, or you will not make it. I see people out with a 2, 3, 4 jobs, but guess what? They're struggling even more, because the resources, the fuel, the lunches, the everything to get them to these jobs is killing their bottom line. A lot of people, when they get paid, they know exactly how much they're going to get paid, but they look at their phone anyway and they go, shit, I'm not going to survive on that. How are you going to progress and ask the universe for more? Even if you ask the universe for more, the signal that you are giving out to the quantum field is lack mindset. You could say all the positive affirmations you want. You can pray. You can do whatever ritual you want. You can play with any crystals you want. You can do whatever you want. Sit in the bathtub, salt and pepper, whatever you want to do. It's not going to work. The reason it's not going to work is because of the relationship you have with money. So all your life you would have heard things like, we can't afford it, we don't have the money, money doesn't grow on trees, you'll never amount to anything. All those shit tactics to keep you small, broke, lack mindset, so you can't progress in life. See, the thing about life, it's your God-given right to wealth. But some of the evil beings and entities on this planet decided many years ago that they weren't having that. They were going to take all the wealth in the world, call us all useless eaters, and then try and kill most of us off. Far-fetched? Don't think so. Just look around at your food. Look around at the poison. Look at the chemtrails those twats are spraying up there, trying to stop the sunlight from getting to the earth to produce crops. Come on. Big Pharma, what is that about? Did you know back in the days, the cigarette companies bought pretty much the food industry? So you wonder why you're addicted to food, because these cigarette companies bought food industries and started fucking around with all the food to replace it with chemicals to keep us in a low vibrational state so we cannot ascend. The mindset prison, or the prison that's here, is self-built. We created ourselves. When you wake up in the morning, you go, oh, I'm so tired. Every morning. Oh, I'm broke. Every morning. I am. When you say I am, whatever follows that, you're programming yourself. We've already programmed ourselves into lack mindset. I broke mine. It took me a while. And I'll teach you all how to do it. It's not hard. You just got to put some work in. But that mindset prison has an open door. You can walk out anytime you want. But it takes guts and glory to walk through that door. Why? No one wants you to be free. Nobody wants you to be free. The government certainly doesn't. They want your taxes. People around you certainly don't. They don't want you getting better than them. Why? Here's the thing. We're all here to live our own life. I tried to fit in for many years with other people, and I can honestly say in my life, I've never had a house that's felt like a home, because I'm not supposed to. It took me a long time to sit down and work through all of this and go, wow, what a load of shit I've been fed and everybody else. And I started looking at all. And really, what the problem is with everybody's money issues is your relationship to it. Everyone taught you that rich people are evil. Money's the root of all evil. That's bullshit. Do you think rich people worry about how much a loaf of bread is or getting their car serviced, freaking out about that? Don't you think that poor people with lack of money is the root of all evil? Bloody oath it is. If you don't have any money and Bob down the road's got shit tons of money, how's your mindset going to be? Are you going to go to Bob and say, hey Bob, I like what you're doing and I'd really like to help you in any way, shape or form I can, even at no cost, so I can learn a little about your mindset that I might be able to take some of that away for myself? No. People are going to go, fuck him, must be a drug dealer, must be a murderer. Because that's what we've been taught. Not all rich people are horrible people. There's some beautiful, wealthy people out there, and they deserve what they have. But to walk through that cage, you better be prepared to be beaten, bashed, you name it, torn, burnt. Nobody wants you to be free. I'm free. I'm getting closer and closer every single day to ultimate freedom, because I walk that path every single day, no matter what comes at me, no matter who comes at me. That's why I had to remove everyone from my life, except a person that I live with and my son that lives with me. Why? No one's helping me. They're only hindering me. And in this world of relationships, what people don't realize is a relationship is a transaction-based relationship. In other words, what I discovered in my life, because of my light and what I have, I had fans, not relationships. Do you know what a fan is? A fan is someone that just wants to hang around you with their hands out that become cups. Ooh, give me more. Please, sir, can I have some more? I have no idea how much money I gave away in my life, being the generous person I have. The shameful thing is, did I get anything back? No. Did I want anything back? No. But what that did for me is because I gave and gave and gave and didn't receive, same as everybody out there, now you find it very hard to receive. And in this 3D dense world, I'll make another video on this one day, manifestation is not what you think. That's stitched up too. Wonder why you can't manifest? I'll tell you. Not in this one, but I'll tell you. There are many levels to consciousness. There are many different dimensions that you can access if you so choose to. Is it hard? Yes. But isn't getting up every day in a shit life, going to work, working for some company you don't even want to be at, who says what time you can have a shit and what time you go to lunch, is that life? No. I don't work. I don't work for anyone here on this planet, and I never will again. Because I'm worth more than $30 an hour or whatever the shit wage is today. How do you create a good mindset, a magnificent mindset? It takes a bit. Your mind is very powerful. People are having bad lives because of their memory and their imagination. If you stop accessing certain memories, I call it scratching scabs, and you use your imagination for what it's for, you can change your life. But in order to do that, you have to look at your thought process, the patterns, what information has been fed in, and that's a big one. Like I got YouTube, but I pissed off Facebook. I really detested Facebook and Instagram. Every time I open it, I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, get fucking rid of it. I did. Because of it's designed to trap you. The more time you spend out in nature, the more time you spend around people that have got their shit together in life, the quicker your life will improve. They say, if you hang around 4 losers, you'll be the 5th loser. If you hang around 4 millionaires, you'll be the 5th millionaire. Why? Because when you hang around losers, losers talk loser talk. You can't learn anything. Loser might be a bit strong term. I don't care. Losers are not winners. That's it. Period. They don't try. They can't be fucked. Life is too hard. Woe is me. I'm a victim. You're a victim because you choose to be a victim. Now, when I say scratching scabs, it's like that relationship you can't let go. If you keep thinking about it, it's like scratching that scab over and over. Can it heal? No. What do? Stop scratching. Feel the pain. Feel the emotions. Feel what your body is trying to tell you to help you move on and help you understand why you got into whatever it is, why you want to get out. I've been working on my mindset for quite a few years. Today, there's not a lot of thinking, there's not a lot of thoughts that enter my mind during the day. And when they do, I just let them go. If you attach to your thought for 17 seconds, or even less, your emotions will feed into it. That's kind of manifesting, isn't it? Yes, it is. So people wonder why they can't get ahead in life. Because their mindset is constantly reinforcing the shit life that they love to live. They don't love it. But they won't acknowledge or put the work or the time in to better themselves. Years ago, I said to myself, I am not doing this broke lack mindset anymore. From today, I'm going to move forward in a path that's going to create generational wealth for my family, and I'm going to break all curses, no matter what, in my life. I made that conscious decision. And of course, I have a lot of help from Source and a spirit team, a beautiful spirit team. I am very honored but everyone can have access to Source too. And today, there's too much shadow, dark, evil, bullshit happening on this planet. And that's why there's so much supernatural 3-eye atlas beings, brothers and sisters from other worlds, dimensions, other entities, dragons, fairies, chosen ones, light workers. It's time that the shadow pissed off so we can have the life of abundance we all deserve. I deserve it, and so do you. You all do. You all deserve to say, you know what, I'm not working anymore. You know what, I like painting. I'm going to go and paint. That's how you work for the universe, and the universe will pay you to exist. I'm an experimenter. If I learn something and I go, that sounds a bit far-fetched, let's try it. I'll experiment with it. Might take 10, 15 different experimental ways for me to say yay or nay, that's truth or not. That has allowed me to expand my awareness and my consciousness to the level that I can perceive so much more than others can. Have a look at your relationship with money. What is your relationship with money? What were you taught at school by your parents, everyone growing up? What were you taught? Challenge it. Jump online, jump on YouTube, look at some relationship with money videos. This has nothing to do with manifesting or anything. This is living life how we're supposed to be. If you understand your relationship with money, what will happen is, if the transaction is not at least 50-50 with every relationship you have, get rid of it. They're just using you. What happens is, you become the person that says, no, I'm not doing that. When you do that, you take a bit of your power back. We are powerful creatures here on this planet. We've just been held down. Now, everything is so tumultuous because it's coming to a head. And it has to. So look at your relationship with money. Shift from looking at everything from a victim to can't afford it to don't have enough money. Like there's a gentleman called Robert Kiyosaki, you might have heard of him, I'm not sure. I read his book 20 odd years ago, it changed my life. The reason is, let's say your son or your daughter or whatever comes to you and says, hey, I need a new laptop for school. You go, I can't afford it. What happens is the brain goes, shut it down. We can't afford it. Shut it down. No thinking. No thinking. If that person comes to you and says, hey, I need a new laptop for school, and your response is, okay, how can I afford a new laptop? Your brain will start working. It'll start working on ways to bring a laptop into your reality. And that's all it is it's reframing everything you know from lack to abundance. Most people spend all their time working. Why do they work? So they can be distracted long enough to not make money. The job stands for just over broke. Most people must living like that. They must love it because they don't want to do anything about it. Most can't because they're trapped by their brother, their mother, their auntie, their uncle, the partner, the kids, the boss. And they all know nothing. Nothing. I always search for the truth because I knew you're full of shit, man. There's more to this than this. Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't come here to work for some twat who's going to abuse me and pay me a shitload of money, a shit amount of money, and tell me what time I have to get up in the morning and what time I can go home. No, fuck that. No way. Not me. I did that. No. Find your passion. You, every single one of you, except Hylex and some psychics, came here for a reason. You came here to do something. Your soul came here to do it. It did not come here to work. If you want to call it work, it's work for you. What is your passion? Take 5 minutes out of each day and sit down. Clear your mind. Or even think back to when you were a child. What did you love to do when you were a child? Because children are the best creators on the planet. The best manifestors. Because they don't care. They just don't care. They just play, it falls down, who cares? Let's do it again. Adults, we need to go back and look at the kids. And then let our inner child play so we can play here. Everybody has a passion. Everybody has a purpose. If you find your purpose, you'll wake up every single morning looking at the world through a brand new lens. I do. I love waking up every morning because there's a new challenge, there's a new opportunity, there's something new to learn, there's a new truth. I love the 3D for nature, what it has to offer in the external simulation. But I'm not going to be trapped in it. We want to unplug from the matrix, and I did. Because it doesn't suit me, and I don't suit it. So mindset, very important. Very important. Find somebody who can teach you some truths. Don't go to financial planners. They have no fucking idea. If a financial planner is a good financial planner, do you think they'd be working? No. It's another stitch-up scam. It really is. They don't work for you. They don't give a fuck about you. They work for the banks and the tax department. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. And I want you to really look at your mindset. What you can do. Reach out to me. My email's on there. Reach out to me. Like one of these days down the track, I'd love to be able to do Zoom videos. No charge. I don't want money. so we can have a question answer. You can bring your questions. Just email your questions to me. I'm more than happy to answer you. Put them in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer you. I'm more than happy to create a video just for you to share with anyone. I'm here to teach whatever you want to know. With the help of my guides and source, there's nothing I can't tell you. There's nothing I cannot help you with. Double negatives, no good. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Let me know how you're going with your mindset and how you and I can work together to change it. Peace. Love you all.